Hey, Year 3, Ottery Primary School. Mrs. Purcell is cool enough to have a cousin like me. It is true, and I am actually on top of the volcano right now. This one is in Vanuatu, Pacific Island, and it's super cool because lava lake is really active. I'm just going to take you over to the edge and show you. So down here, you can just about see it. It's a pretty bad day at the minute. So it's a pretty bad day, but normally that is really glowing red. That's one of the most active lava lakes in the world, and I'm here to climb inside it, which is really cool. Today isn't a great day on top of the volcano. It's cyclone season, the weather is terrible up here, and it's very cloudy. Everything you see that side is cloud, and this bluey one over here is sulfuric gas. Not really somewhere that you want to spend too much time. How old was I when I started, Faith? I was 23, and I spent my 23rd birthday inside this volcano, actually. Also, here's an extinct volcano. Do I love my job? Yes, completely. It's probably one of the best jobs in the world, for me personally, but it is a risky job. How can I survive that heat? We wear heat suits, heat proximity suits or hazmat suits. They can survive temperatures of up to 1,000 degrees Celsius, but you don't want to be in there in that heat, as it's more like being a jacket potato and you're going to start cooking from the inside. How hot was it at night? It wasn't too bad. The heat came through the floor quite nicely, so it was like underfloor heating, and yeah, it was a pretty good night's sleep, surprisingly. A little bit lonely. What clothes did I wear? Just my standard climbing gear. I've got a good hard hat I wear. The most important thing for me is a good pair of boots, because they protect me from rockfall, and they're the key to all comfort throughout the day. Why didn't you bring anyone to keep me company, Shannon? Well, nobody actually wanted to come with me, so it was a little bit sad, a little bit lonely, but it was a really cool experience, and I'd definitely do it again on my own. Actually, I've just spent 4 days camped on top of this volcano on my own as well. That one wasn't out of choice, that was because I was stuck in a storm on my own. Was I worried that it might erupt, Charlotte? Not really, because these volcanoes are climbed with lava lakes. They're constantly erupting. They always erupt. So right now this one's erupting, and it makes it safe, because if there's no pressure building up, then it becomes more safe to climb into. What would I have done if it erupted? Well, I probably would have. It depends where it erupted. Sometimes they erupt from the side, and then we would call in a helicopter to come pick us up. If it started to erupt, I'd already call a helicopter. Hopefully he could come and get in around the eruption. If it was too late for that, I would run as fast as I could. Where do I go to the loo? Anywhere really. We dig holes. We've got one toilet bin that we use, and yeah, it all gets buried into the ground. That's not a nice job. James asked, did you have camera crew? Well, it was actually my filming. I'm a photographer, and also I'm getting into film and filmmaking, so it's basically a learning thing for me. Yeah, I want to start making documentaries, so I started filming, and now I'm getting all right at it, but I've got a lot to learn. Were the ash clouds? Not really ash clouds on these volcanoes, more sulfur plumes, gas plumes, with small pieces of volcanic matter that comes up from the lava lake. So not really an ash cloud, but more gases and small bits of molten rock. As they dry, they're very light and they float up into the air, and they land all around camp. Have you had any accidents? Not yet. There's no wood to touch, but I would touch it as soon as I see it. Not yet, but rockfall is a big issue when you climb into volcanoes. Everything's very loose on the side, and you don't want a piece of rock falling on you, because it'd really make a mess of your day. Okay. Do I get paid? Yes, I do get paid. I work with Jeff Mackley, who's a filmmaker. He's been doing this for years, and we charge for film crews and private clients for people to come along. I don't get paid much, but I'd rather be doing this than anything else. Do any creatures live in the volcano? Not really, but the glow of the lava lake does attract moths at night, and because moths come up here, we get small bats, owls and other birds up here to eat the moths. Also, a lot of birds come up here to use the sulfuric gas. They fly through the gas of the volcano to get rid of all the small insects that are on their feathers. So quite often, if they spend too long in there though, you'll see dead birds on the floor. So, volcanoes aren't really good at supporting life. That's why we're pretty crazy when we come and sleep on top of these places. How does a fume roll heat your food up? Well, a fume roll is basically volcanic gases escaping. As a volcano, you've got the main tubes of pushing the lava out, and this superheats lots of different gas and water as it moves through. So in small little open areas that you get this superheated gas coming out, and it can reach temperatures in excess of bigger than 300 degrees Celsius. So it's a great place to steam your rice or cook your food. The only problem is it tasted a little bit like volcano, which isn't really what you want in your rice. What's the best fact you know about volcanoes, Maya? Good question. The best fact I know is that without volcanoes, our planet would be a mess. Volcanoes act as the pressure release valve to our planet. So these volcanoes here, they're constantly letting out all the gas from inside the earth. If you think about putting an egg in a microwave, because it's got no room to expand, it blows up. That's kind of what will happen to the planet. Maybe a little bit dramatic. But if there's a small hole, if you put a potato in the oven and you don't prick it, it'll burst open. But if you put one hole, it lets all the pressure release. So a volcano does exactly the same thing and lets all the pressure, the heat that's expanding, everything, all the gases that are expanding and being made from inside the earth actually releases through volcanoes. So yeah, thanks very much guys for the questions. I hope I answered everything that you wanted, and I hope that you enjoyed all my footage and watching what I do. It's a really cool job. If you've got any more questions, let me know. Also, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can see when I'm on expeditions or if I'm doing anything cool. I also have Facebook and Instagram. So subscribe to everything, follow me on everything, and get all your friends to follow me. That'd be great. Cheers, guys.